Everybody, and welcome to the preliminary card for Polaris 7, live from the O2 Arena in London, England. We've got a fantastic undercard for you this evening before we jump to our main card later on UFC Fight Pass. 6 bouts to look forward to. And let's throw over to our MC, Miguel Flores, to introduce tonight's competitors. So you can see our undercard for you there. Top of the card, Miha Perhavec taking on Jamie Scott, but a whole host of other great matches to look forward to. A couple of standouts in Tom Caughey and Eoghan O'Flanagan going to war, along with Lloyd Cooper and Kieran Davern. Some excellent fights, 4 no-gi, 2 in the gi, and all about to get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Polaris 7, live here from the Indigo at the O2 Arena here in London, England. We are going live on the Polaris Professional Facebook page. Make some noise, Polaris fans, for your Polaris competitors. Introducing first from Ireland, Tom Halpin. From Brazil, Igor Terreco.
So we just saw Tom Halpin enter a few moments ago. The 24-year-old from Ireland is tonight taking on this man, Igor Terreco, who himself is in his early 20s, originally from Brazil, now I believe making his home in London, and he's a man who's flown a little bit under the radar. He is a black belt from the Roger Gracie Academy, so we expect a very strong top game from him.
From England, Lloyd Cooper.
Lloyd Cooper making his way to the stage now. He's back at Polaris for the first time since he took on AJ Agazarm at Polaris 5. Not successful that night, but looking to redeem himself here this evening.
From Ireland, Kieran Davern.
This man, Irishman Kieran Davern from SBG Tullamore in the Midlands. This man is a brown belt under John Kavanagh and Tom King.
From England, Lovell.
Lovell, one of our 2 fights here this evening, taking place in the gi. He's the owner and head coach of Gracie Barnhart Barnsley. Picked up a European Championship in the past. In for a good scrap tonight.
From England, Yousuf Nabi.
Yousuf Nabi travelling up from just down on Brighton on the south coast of England. Runs a good gym down there, has really been picking up speed in the Masters divisions of late.
From Birmingham, England, Caughey.
Sean McDonough, but a very worthy replacement he is.
From England, Eoghan O'Flanagan.
Eoghan O'Flanagan representing U School BJJ and Craig Ewer's Academy. And of course, with Tom Caughey coming in to face him, this does become a rematch situation, so he will very much be looking forward to avenge his loss.
From Poland, Dominik Debiec.
Another man who may be somewhat of an unknown quantity tonight, Dominik Debiec. A black belt under Hodger Gracie, running a gym over in Reading. He does have 2 European Championships to his name, so he's going to be in our second key match this evening.
From Brazil, Pedro Bessa.
And returning to Polaris for the first time since Polaris 2, arguably the most experienced man on tonight's card, Pedro Bessa.
Slovenia, Miha Perhavec.
And in our main event of the undercard, Miha Perhavec, originally from Slovenia, now making his home in Ireland. It's his 3rd appearance on Polaris, and he has absolutely destroyed his previous 2 opponents.
From right here in London, Jamie Scott.
Well, he's taking on a man also returning to Polaris, the head coach of 10th Planet London, Jamie Scott. Sure to have a big following in the crowd tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Polaris competitors. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have our first bout in just a few moments. Our first bout's coming up for Polaris 7, kicking off things tonight in just a few moments.
away and shucking to go to the back. Huge pickup. There it is. A lovely takedown from O'Connell. Oh, nice sweep single. Good takedown for Gary Thomas. Charlie really trying to keep that thumb up, and Uno escapes. Oh, and he gets the tap. Make a fast pace to this one. She tries. What a fantastic. Oh, he's got deep. Toquinho is definitely in pain here. A lot of pain. That was very nice. This could be. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Polaris 7 from the Indigo at the O2 Arena. We're going to get things started on our undercard here with our first match. Just in a moment, Tom Halpin taking on Igor Terreco as we look at the tail of the tape. 24 years old for the Irishman, 22 years old for the Brazilian.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for our first Polaris match of the evening. This match will be at 68 kilos, no gi. Introducing first, he weighed in at 68.4 kilos from Ireland, representing Fight Sports. Please welcome Tom Halpin.
So as Tom Halpin starts to make his way to the mat this evening, 24-year-old from Limerick in Ireland representing Fight Sports. He's a black belt under Cyborg. So what can we expect from him, Tom?
Well, Cyborg's well known for the tornado guard, although having watched some of his footage, he really likes to play from the butterfly position and start attacking the legs from there. You'll also note he's a little bit of a smaller opponent when Igor comes out, so that can play his advantage as well.
His opponent weighs in at 64.1 kilos from Brazil, representing Roger Gracie Academy and Gym Box. Please welcome Igor Terreco.
And his opponent tonight in our opening matchup, Igor Terreco, 22 years old from Brazil, black belt from the Roger Gracie Academy, and as I mentioned a few moments ago in the ceremonial walkout, really has flown under the radar. Doesn't have too many high accolades to his name, as a gold at Naga earlier this year, but we're assured this is an extremely competitive matchup moving into this one. Tom Halpin and Igor Terreco to get us underway. Halpin in the all black, white and black for Terreco. Our referee for this first match is none other than Nick Brooks.
Let's go looking for submissions, yeah? Okay.
So as we get this one underway, my name is Josh Palmer. Joining me in the commentary booth for this evening is Nick Osipchek and Tom Barlow. And an early guard pull from Halpin.
Yeah, Halpin's very good from this position. He likes to play inside.
There we go.
Legs.
Yeah, immediately looks to invert, go underneath with Terreco, but sitting down to defend a leg entry here.
Terreco now has this Kayatera footlock if he can control the other leg.
So early leg lock entanglements here. Terreco underneath, looking to try and find an entry from this inverted position.
Yeah, both guys looking for that inside control with their feet. So important in this no-gi game with the leg locks.
Yeah, this is a tricky guard to get used to passing. It's guys with this kind of flexibility and dexterity. It really does present a tricky puzzle, but Halpin looks to secure on top here, getting that base nice and low in north-south.
Yeah, lovely a pass attempt there. Really used Igor's movement against him.
Halpin's looked for a dart here, but not able to secure, and Terreco bails out to side control. He's trying to turn back in for everything he's worth.
Yeah, it looks like Igor's going to slip out the... Oh, very nice Kimura attempt.
Oh, and what a fantastic submission from Tom Halpin. Takes the Kimura, rolls all the way through and finishes with the arm. A minute and 39 seconds for Tom Halpin.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner due to armbar submission, Tom Halpin.
So a very quick and dynamic win for Mr. Halpin to kick things off here tonight. I hope you enjoyed that one, folks. To all of you tuning in on the MMA Sport Joe Facebook stream, we're happy you could be here tonight. Hashtag Polaris7. If you want to get involved, let us know what you think. The best tweets will get read out at some point during tonight's broadcast. We see Mr. Halpin just get some congratulations from his corner, former Polaris competitor Daryl O'Connell. Let's take a look at the replays of that one, shall we, gents? It was a beautiful transition through the finish. Here's the Kimura, and straightens it out very nicely.
Yeah, really nice control. Really nice finish from Tom there.
This was the start of the scramble. He actually started from a face-down position, didn't he? Rolled the arm all the way through.
Yeah, it was really good use of the Kimura control, and then just as Igor tried to spin out of it, went to the armbar.
So that's the first bout in the books. We're moving forward to a bout we've all been looking forward to, actually. Lloyd Cooper and Kieran Davern are going to be up next. Both these guys are very, very physical, very aggressive. Perhaps a little bit of a different game, but we do expect a bit of a footlock war, don't we, gents?
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen Lloyd Cooper on it before, and he's well known on the English submission circuit for attacking those legs. Has a number of very good wins over high-level competitors as well with leg locks.
So moving on to our next bout this evening. This is an under 80 kilo no-gi match. Lloyd Cooper from up in the north of England. He is taking on Irishman Kieran Davern, and we expect a very physical encounter in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout will be a no-gi matchup under 80 kilos. Introducing first, he weighed in at 78.6 kilos from England, representing Combat Base. Please welcome Lloyd Cooper.
Lloyd Cooper making his way back to Polaris for the first time since he fought at Polaris 5. He did, of course, lose to AJ Agazarm in that bout. But let me tell you guys, he's a newer black belt, took his black belt in 2017, but then he won the 2017 Euros before that with 5 leg locks in 5 matches. Very, very aggressive when he gets on the feet.
His opponent weighed in at 78.9 kilos from Ireland, representing Straight Blast Gym Tullamore. Please welcome Kieran Davern.
Kieran Davern making his way to the ring now, runs a very successful affiliate of the Straight Blast Gym franchise in Ireland. Got his brown belt in 2016 under John Kavanagh. Did dive into MMA for quite a few years, but wasn't as successful as he would have liked to have been. Grappling's really where he likes it. So black and pink for Lloyd Cooper.
Take
All
size
black
back.
for the valet pseudo shorts for Kieran Davern. The referee for this one is Ed Ingemels. So let's see if we get some wrestling off the bat in this one, gents. Oh, and Lloyd Cooper forced to fall to the back to defend the guillotine very quickly. It's a good snap down from Davern.
Yeah, Lloyd goes towards the legs. He's a very good leg lock guy. You know, well known for attacking the legs, and really likes this position as well.
So Cooper playing this Z guard here, a bit of a weave pass setup from Davern. Cooper posting on the head early. He's looking to dive across to that far limb.
Ooh, might have an omoplata on this arm.
Yeah, he got a great grip behind the tricep there, didn't he? And he looks to get onto a leg as a result.
Yeah, very fast transition from the omoplata to the leg.
The omoplata setup was fantastic. You just grip behind that tricep, kick the leg straight, and really force the position. Very hard to do in maybe.
That's it, lovely, and that's it, heavy on the position this time, Kieran. Beautiful, Kieran. Yeah, you know what to do. Let him elevate from here.
Yeah, that was a good good takedown from Davern to find himself in this top position again. Of course, this sub-only format over 10 minutes. You know, I say sub-only, they are still playing for a judge's decision, but that judge's decision is based on separate periods in the match. The judges are going to be breaking it down and scoring on a 10-point must system for 3 equal periods.
Yeah, Lloyd's working very hard to get underneath. If he can get underneath, he's going to be able to pull Kieran into like a leg lock position, single leg X, something along those lines.
Yeah, Davern motioning as though he's going to wrap a foot up himself, but he does not want to let Cooper get underneath him. He's got to keep that base really low.
Flatten him out in this position.
Cooper looking for a little grip under the chin himself.
2 minutes in, Kieran.
Oh, and Cooper pushing forward a little bit. He sits down to guard now. He's obviously felt the takedown experience from Kieran Davern. Some karate and boxing in the background of Kieran Davern. We know he's got a gas tank. When he received his last belt, I'm reliably told his Iron Man ceremony was 27 consecutive people to submission.
Heavy in the position. Nice and tight.
It's a pretty typical weave setup we see here, isn't it?
Yeah, from here he's going to try and look at, maybe try and grab the head and then pass to that side. But it's also going to prevent Lloyd from getting any decent leg lock attachments as well.
Yeah, Lloyd having to sit up, try and put more of a butterfly guard style posture to use, but he collapses back down to this knee shield here.
It looks like Kieran's sitting back for his own leg attack.
And he's got a good lace in here, and he's looking for the heel.
Nice scramble from Lloyd to get out of that.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen Cooper on top. He looks to switch those hips and wiggle his way through.
Nice, Kieran, nice.
Kieran's tied up good entry.
Very nicely.
Yeah, Cooper's knee is deep, and he is forced to tap. Yeah, I mean, look, we knew that Kieran Davern had a good leg lock game. He managed to get that leg over the inside, hit that inside Senkaku, and just, you know, really took the submission. Lloyd Cooper wasn't really left with many options. You know, that leg was so deep.
Yeah, very much so. He was deeply tied up in that position. There's really no escape apart from the tap. So here you can see the inside tie-up Kieran's got, and then just separates the leg and goes for that ankle. And there's just no way that Lloyd can spin out of that position. Very, very tight. Yeah, you can see the angle. It's a very nasty angle.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner due to heel hook submission, Kieran Davern.
I'm here with... I'm here with our winner, Kieran Davern. Kieran, give us your thoughts on that fight, because you're coming in against a guy who's made no bones about the fact he's a leg lock expert, and you just pulled off a fantastic heel hook.
I'm lost for words, to be honest with you. Like the last couple of Polaris events, I was literally watching them at home, eating pizza, drinking a few bottles of beer. I'm here like, I was like a fan, and now I'm here just living the dream, so I'm lost for words. Thanks a million.
How'd your training camp go for this one? You knew you were facing someone who was very physical, very aggressive. Did it change anything in your training camp from just normal training?
Josh, I'm not going to lie. SPG Tullamore, we train hard, we train smart, and we just train regular, and I didn't change anything. If this fight, or if this match landed on the ground and I was on my back, I'm comfortable there, on top, on his back, wherever, outside, I'm comfortable everywhere, so...
I think I know the answer already, but would you like to come back and compete on Polaris again?
Yeah, it's a dream come true. I'd love to come back if the fans had had me back, so thanks a million.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Kieran Davern.
do here is go back, 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 back.
Watches of Wales, official timekeeper and partner of Polaris 2018.
So our third bout on this preliminary card, Oliver Lovell, 23 years old, from Gracie Baha Barnsley. He is taking on the slightly more senior 37-year-old Yousuf Nabi from just down the road in Brighton.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next Polaris match will be in the gi at 74 kilos. Introducing first, he weighed in at 73 kilos from England, representing Gracie Baha Barnsley. Please welcome Oliver Lovell.
Oliver Lovell making his way to the mat. He is the owner and head coach of Gracie Baha Barnsley. He's a black belt under Victor Estima, got that in December of 2016. Has picked up a European Championship, but very recently has been training out in the US. His camp this year for the World Championships, so getting around the international scene a little bit now at black belt.
His opponent weighed in at 73.9 kilos, representing England from Czech Mat and Elements team. Please welcome Yousuf Nabi.
And after an early misstart for Yousuf Nabi, he was supposed to appear all the way back at, well, I say all the way, last show, Polaris 6. Yousuf Nabi was supposed to make his Polaris debut, put off due to an injury, and he now makes his debut here this evening. Now, interestingly, although he fights in the Masters divisions, he was ranked as the #1 black belt in the UK BJJA rankings for last year. Shows how many competitions he's getting in. He's been competing since 2005, so the experience advantage definitely going his way this evening. The black gi for Yousuf Nabi, white gi for Oliver Lovell, and your referee for this one is Oliver Geddes. I must admit, I do not have too much of an idea how this one's going to start. Whether we're going to see too much from the standing position or whether there will be an early guard pull.
I personally think that Wally's going to probably pull guard.
Oh, completely wrong. Commentator's curse for Tom Barlow here this evening as he picks up a very good driving takedown and earns top position, jumps to the back quickly, and he's got an opportunity for a collar choke here.
Very nice attack. Yousuf's defending hard, but looks like that's underneath the neck.
I mean, he was on that sliding collar choke so fast, he's possibly going to get shaken off the top. Nabi has spun very quickly. Oh, and he escapes. Good tenacity from Yousuf.
He's going into a triangle here, unfortunately.
Yeah, Lovell controls the head well, keeps him committed, but slipping out and immediately looking to pass.
Yeah, very nice recovery from Yousuf.
Yeah, what I liked was his intention was immediately to pass. You know, there wasn't downtime in that transition. Settles down to control the hips now. And I think he's earned a moment to regain his composure after what could possibly be a nightmare starting position for him. Yeah, Nabi with this single leg X now.
Yeah, very much looked like he fell back into that position, so maybe he wants to play this guard.
How does this position change, Tom, when they're in the gi? This is one of 2 matches tonight with the gi. We see this position a lot, no gi, but what changes when the lapels are involved?
Well, he has Yousuf now has better grips on the sleeves and on the lapels, so he can use those to start to sweep Ollie and off-balance him a little bit easier. And it's also going to be harder for Ollie to pass due to the friction of the gi.
So here he's trying to strip that foot off the hip. Nabi replacing. Now, at the moment, Nabi's hips are down. He's not hipping up into this. That's alleviating some of the pressure that could be applied to offset Lovell's base.
Yeah, Ollie's really driving that knee down towards the ground to take away the sweeping position from Yousuf.
Yes, yes.
You see Yousuf's trying to bring his hips in, crunch his abs together, extend Lovell a little bit, but that left-handed lapel grip from Lovell is really keeping him clean.
Yeah, if he can use that grip on the hips to smash Yousuf's hips over, he's going to be in a really strong position to start passing.
Yeah, you can see he's trying to get his chest onto the knee. If he can collapse both knees to the side, really going to destroy a lot of the hip movement that's available to Nabi.
Yeah, he's very close to doing it now. Yousuf just recovered that knee just a little bit, which is going to give him a bit more time and maybe allow him to get back underneath that leg again.
So we're staying fairly static in this position at the moment. Let's see how long it takes Oliver Geddes to look for a possible stalling penalty here.
Happy with that position. You got an open space, push to your left side.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's carrying a lot of weight in this position, and it gets very tiresome being this compacted.
Yeah, Ollie tried really hard just to rip his leg out of that position. Yousuf managed to keep hold of it.
Yeah, but really just on the foot, he freed the knee a lot, and he's into a bit more of a neutral position here, but Nabi really does seem to want to play the game with the legs this evening.
Yeah, Ollie set up like a cross grip on those gi pens, so he can use that to tie the legs together and then look to pass.
European Championship for Oliver Lovell, a 4-time British Open champion for Yousuf Nabi.
Nice, good. Yes, there we go. And again, get good
It
control
looks
of
like he's going to that
bottom
crazy
leg.
dog pass, gripping, weaving that arm through the legs and then long stepping out.
There we go.
Very nice transition back to the knee slide.
Yeah, I mean, good head position there with the strong grip around the head, but good guard rotation from Nabi.
Nice, hold it.
Yeah, my angle.
Yousuf nearly recovered the full guard. Ollie just kept transitioning to the opposite side. And he's putting a lot of pressure down trying to
Control the bottom
flatten
leg
Yousuf
again,
out.
Ollie. Yeah, nice.
And again, trying to connect the head, that strong right grip around the back of the head.
Throw his hips away from you, okay? Yes, there we go. Drive in, drive in.
That's it. Control the sleeve, create space. Well done.
Coming into halfway, Ollie, all
Yeah,
right?
Oliver's really putting the weight down on Yousuf and making him carry his weight the whole time. It's going to be very tiring. Could really be important later stages of this fight.
You can already see some marking up on the head of Oliver Lovell, really using
Stay behind.
that as another pivot point to lead through.
Good.
And
Nice, we're halfway in, Ollie.
Nabi
Wait
has
for that
just got to
opening,
be careful
okay?
he doesn't expose his back here.
Stay heavy,
Good
stay
side
heavy.
control for Davern as he
Find that ear
settles
up a
into
little
this
bit more.
position.
Get the right
Sorry
head
for
down.
Lovell. He settles into this position.
Yeah, I like that Ollie's still attacking. He's still trying to get that finish. He's not holding on too long in these positions.
halfway in.
You know, he's trying to
That's it. Keep
expose the
climbing up.
arms, trying to transition to the back whenever Yousuf moves.
So Nabi trying to keep his frames on the hip and the neck. But he's a little bit flat right now, just trying to work out this puzzle. You can see Lovell looking to feed that lapel with his left hand.
Pass that lapel. Oop, nice.
And in fact, you hear his corner, fellow Polaris competitor Bradley Hill calling for that lapel to be fed through. And he's feeding it over the top of the arm. This is a nice trapping position for him.
Yeah, this is going to really weaken Yousuf's defenses. And you can use it to set up a number of different collar chokes, even an Americano on this arm as
Another
well.
option as well, okay? Step over the arm.
Yeah,
Nice, good. Keep climbing that up.
yeah, half knee on belly, tries to get the mount as Nabi bridges, and they're going to have to reset here. It's unfortunate because Lovell is just in the process of trying to scramble to the back. Now, Oliver Geddes, our referee, is a very, very experienced IBJJF referee. Referees a lot of major competitions around the world, so he's going to try and reset this position as accurately as possible.
Okay.
And it,
Ready? Fight!
well, that's it. It's such an important transition. And there we go, looking for the pendulum sweep into the bow and arrow. And he gets the tap. And it's unfortunate that break in the action came. But I mean, you can see why he didn't really want to give the position up in the reset. He scrambled to the back very nicely. Look forward to seeing the replay of that as I'm sure a disappointed Yousuf Nabi gathers himself here. So let's take a look at the replay of that finish. You can see he spins him over in this pendulum position straight into the bow and arrow.
Yeah, very tight choke. You can see the pain on Yousuf's face.
Yeah, I mean, it was set up from this scramble and he was never giving that position up. And, you know, we thought he was going for the sweep, but the grip was so deep to begin with. And as soon as he brought that second leg over the top, you can see Yousuf Nabi, no option but to concede here. What a great win for Oliver Lovell. Let's throw it over to our MC, Miguel Flores, with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner via choke submission, Oliver Lovell.
I'm here with our winner, Oliver Lovell. Oliver, give us your thoughts on that match, because you really got your head stuck into that one.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good fight. You know, guy's really strong. Good game, to be honest. But as most of you know from last fight, I like to pressure pass. Top game. So I was speaking to Bradley before the fight. Stick to the same game plan. To be honest, I thought it was an upper guard at the first. So that's why I had to attack the takedown, because I think he was waiting for me to pull. But I wanted to play on top, you know.
Did you know that choke was tight from the beginning? Because you didn't really want to concede position in that restart at all.
No, when the referee came to stop the fight, I made sure he knew about the grip on the neck before we restarted the match. But yeah, I knew there was no way I was escaping that choke.
Well, we look forward to seeing you again. Congratulations on your win. Ladies and gentlemen, Oliver Lovell. halfway through this preliminary card here at Polaris 7. Our next match is 80 kilos no-gi. Tom Caughey, representing Renegade Jiu-Jitsu, is taking on Eoghan O'Flanagan from New School and Craig Ewer's Academy.
Our next bout will be a no-gi matchup at 80 kilos. Introducing first, he weighed in at 79.7 kilos, representing Birmingham, England, from Renegade Team. Please welcome Tom Caughey.
So Tom Caughey stepping in as a short notice replacement for the injured Sean McDonough, but an excellent replacement he is. Black belt in February of 2017, representing Renegade Jiu-Jitsu. You may recognize his cornerman following him behind. UFC standout Tom Brees will be in his corner. Caughey with some MMA experience of his own, but it's really been in the grappling realm where he's been doing exceptionally well domestically. But a great opportunity for him this evening.
His opponent weighs in at 78.3 kilos, from England, representing a New School Jiu-Jitsu and Craig Ewer's Academy. Please welcome Eoghan O'Flanagan.
Eoghan O'Flanagan making his way to the mat. I believe he's currently a brown belt. Does have a fairly reasonable judo background to his game. We know he has a great leg lock game and prefers competing in no-gi. Won a good domestic 16-man event back in December, but it's a rematch, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, they fought a little while ago on a sub-only event in Wales. That one, Tom got the win after a little bit of a scrambly knee bar.
Yeah, so look for some good scrambles, some good foot entanglements. And I expect a good pace, but a good technical match here from these two. Caughey just staring O'Flanagan down.
Okay, guys, try and keep everything in the centre. Stay away from the edge of the stage. It's 10 minutes to go hunting submissions, yeah? 10 minutes, yeah.
Black and red for Eoghan O'Flanagan.
Combat.
10 minutes on the clock as this one gets underway. Yeah, early guard pull from him. Looks as though he's going to go to a wrestling stance, but he's trying to get in on those legs very early. And seated guard being played by Caughey, standing back up now.
Yeah, it's nice to see Eoghan just kind of moving side to side and not letting Tom get in on those legs and those butterfly hooks.
Yeah, he's not readily stepping into that guard, is he?
So that makes it difficult to get an angle.
Oh, what a beautiful leg trap from Tom Caughey. Wow. And coming up on a scramble here. O'Flanagan trying to hold on to that leg in the process. He hooked the instep behind the back of the ankle, reinforced it with the legs in front, and pulled himself in.
Very similar to Eddie Cummings using that same trap for a while.
Yeah, I believe Cummings debuted that actually here on Polaris, and at the time he did it, none of us quite had a clue what was going on, but a lot of time to study that now as Caughey looks to come on top. Bolo attempt for O'Flanagan.
Yeah, he's getting underneath those, or outside that leg, so there's no danger of that leg lock from there.
And again, Caughey sitting down to this seated guard. It's an active seated guard, isn't he? He's constantly posting, moving, attempted flying submission. He really rolled into that entanglement.
Nice engagement there from Eoghan. He really did a great job of getting the legs tied up.
Yeah, Caughey splitting the legs, and he's got his knee line free as he looks to turn away. He's going to be out of this in fairly short order. You're right, the pace with which O'Flanagan managed to hit that entry was very impressive. So we're looking to play this half butterfly here.
Frame your featherweight on.
Yeah, Tom's doing the same thing as we had Kieran do. He's weaving those legs, making it more difficult for Owen to get onto one of his own legs.
4 fingers, 4 fingers. Nice.
So Caughey staying very low, really staying back as well.
Deal with the grip again.
And you see, yeah, that's it. Really got those grips behind the triceps to try and get underneath his opponent. And Caughey acknowledging a good little exchange there. We're only 3 minutes into this one, so the first period for the judges to consider elapsing just about now. Mark Goddard, Dan Hardy and David Enuma are our mat side judges here this evening. Great to have gentlemen of that caliber here lending their services for the evening. Caughey with that inside hook, and O'Flanagan's trying to keep the pressure up top. And he's got Caughey's shoulders to the mat. That's killing a lot of the hip movement for the man from Birmingham.
Yeah, if Owen can smash those hips down to the ground, he's going to put Caughey in a really bad position. But Tom manages to use it to reverse and come on top.
Deal with the grip. Deal with the grip. That's it.
Well, knee through the middle in this combat base. Another Berimbolo attempt from O'Flanagan.
Nice adjustment to go and attack the leg there.
Grip.
Yeah, it's interesting. You're seeing the difference in kind of passing styles here. Caughey's accepting. He's going to put that leg in the middle.
Stop!
Oh! The kind of showing the footwork for Eoghan O'Flanagan, is it?
Yes, it was. Very nice. Nice transition with the reverse De La Hiva to De La Hiva and then to the footlock.
Good fight, guys.
Well, I've got to say, did not see that one. I mean, that came on quick. It's a beautiful footlock if you can hit it, but, you know, really quite rare to see.
Yeah, very, very fast transition.
So we're going to take a look at the replay here. Gentlemen, do you want to talk us through this? And I'm going to go have a word with Mr. O'Flanagan.
Absolutely, yeah. I'd really like to see that again. He did a great switch just from the reverse De La Hiva to the De La Hiva. Here we go, showing it now. You can see he's just, Owen's put himself into that. He's wrapped the leg up. He's got the pressure down on the knee and really stretching that foot out. Tom really can't go anywhere from there. Yeah, this is one of those footlocks that, you know, doesn't necessarily look very tight until you've been in it and you realize there's a ton of pressure down on the knee and it puts a lot of pressure on the ankle as well. It's a very nice finish there from Owen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner via Achilles lock, Eoghan O'Flanagan.
I'm here, our winner, Eoghan O'Flanagan. Eoghan, give us your thoughts on that fight, because we didn't really see that footlock coming in the commentary booth. Were you setting it up all along?
Nah, I'll be honest. It was kind of lucky, like, because I'm sure he knows it, and he just put his foot there for a second. I wouldn't have carried on, but he was like, so I cranked it, and then he tapped.
That's how this works. This is a rematch for you guys, and I believe Tom came out on top last time. How does it feel getting one in the win column there?
Feels good, I can't lie. He beat me the last 2 times, and the last time was embarrassingly quick. So at least I lasted this long this time, and I actually got him. It feels good.
It was a great performance. You know, we look forward to seeing you again. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Eoghan O'Flanagan.
Watches of Wales, official timekeeper and partner of Polaris 2018.
We move on to our final gi bout this evening. The very experienced Pedro Bessa returns since his last outing in Polaris 2 to take on Dominik Debiec.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout will be at 80 kilos in the gi. Introducing first, weighing in at 79.2 kilos from Poland, representing Madhouse and RGA. Please welcome Dominik Debiec.
So Dominik Debiec taking this bout this evening on about 3 weeks' notice. He runs a gym called Madhouse over in Reading. He's a black belt under Hodger Gracie. Actually the 19th black belt that Hodger has ever awarded. Got that in July of 2014. He is two-time European champion as well. So some competition chops for him.
His opponent weighs in at 80 kilos from Brazil, representing Team Pedro Bessa and Team 99. Please welcome Pedro Bessa.
Pedro Bessa making his way to the mat, representing 99 Jiu-Jitsu. And he's returning since a loss by triangle to Luca Anacareta at Polaris 2. Started training Jiu-Jitsu all the way back in 1996 in Sao Paulo. Got his black belt in 2005 from Eduardo Teles. Shortly after he moved to make his home in the UK, he's been here ever since, has schools in Bristol and Cardiff. He's medalled at the Euros and at the World No Gis before. So a huge amount of experience for him. Definitely looking to avenge his loss here at Polaris.
10-minute rounds.
Dominik Debiec, left-hand side of the screen in
my instruction at all times, okay?
Pedro Bessa in the white gi. 10 minutes on the clock as our referee Ed Ingemels is going to get us underway here.
Right.
None other than Hodger Gracie himself in the corner of Dominik Debiec. Can't do much worse than a 10-time world champion, can you?
That's a pretty good corner to have.
So gripping up top here to begin with. Debiec looking to collar drag with that right grip. And a guard pull from Bessa, gets that left foot on early. Now looking for the De La Riva hook on the right-hand side.
Yeah, you can see he's setting up a very tight grip. Maybe using this to come on top with a single leg.
Yeah, he's trying to come up and sweep through on a single. Oh, and an Ezekiel from the top. For Debiec, he's trying.
Stop there. Keep your grips.
But of course, committing to that choke meant that he wasn't defending the base, and Bessa is going to complete on this single, I would imagine.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying for a loop choke there, and he just couldn't quite get the arm over the top of the head to apply the pressure.
Okay, you both happy? Okay, right.
So the referee's restarting Bessa, walking all the way around, good grip on the leg, stopping Debiec from regaining here. And he's going to establish inside control, it looks like.
Yeah, very strong passing position for Pedro here. He just needs to get him a little bit flatter and he'll solidify the position. See, Pedro's walked all the way back to the hips to eliminate that regarding of Dominik.
Yeah, kept them controlled throughout. As soon as he relinquished that grip with the hand, he immediately went low with his own hips. But half guard retained from Debiec here. He's looking to grip underneath.
Yeah, it's possible he could knock Pedro Bessa over if he can just bridge out. Pedro's got no base directly behind him.
Well, Bessa adjusting, bringing both knees up here. He's looking to play a very, very tight pressure game.
Yeah, Pedro just looks like he's slowly working to just flatten Dominik out again. Dominik's looking for that half guard position. You can see him trying to swing that arm underneath and preventing that collar grip from Pedro.
Yeah, I mean... So Bessa, again, with that strong grip, looking to keep his head nice and low. You can just see in the background there, Roger Gracie in the corner of your shot. Very stoically looking on as Debiec defends here. Good head deflection.
Pedro keeps going back to that crazy dog grip again.
Nice long step.
To pass.
Really flattened his hips out quickly, and he's earned himself side control again. No direct points, but it will be weighing in the judges' favour, I'm sure.
Yeah, Dominik looks very relaxed on the bottom, though. He doesn't look too stressed out by being in these positions. Could be playing a little bit of a possum, making Pedro work a little bit harder.
Well, I mean, we've got a long way to go. There's still 7 minutes in this one. Basically looking to get underneath that far arm, control the far elbow.
Looks like Pedro's feeding that lapel through now. That's going to make a position a lot tighter.
Hashtag Polaris7, get involved, let us know what you think. Live from Indigo at the O2. One more match coming your way on this preliminary stream before our main card goes live at 7 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. Eastern. All live and exclusive on UFC Fight Pass. Pedro Bessa staying very heavy in this side control.
Yeah, you can see he's just worked that lapel up and he's gradually just getting it deeper and deeper. If he can get that a little bit further through, he's going to be in a really strong top position. It's a difficult grip to escape from.
Yeah, I mean, this is really the fundamental difference we see in a lot of, a lot of our matches tonight are no gi. This one is in the gi, and when you have these grips and this friction, it just makes escaping so much harder.
Yeah, you can see Pedro just gradually working up the body and getting deeper and deeper in on this position. It's going to make it harder and harder for Dominik to escape.
Yeah, Dominik's looking to fight his frames back inside. You see he's trying to stop that control on the right arm.
Yeah, Dominik did a good job of breaking that grip. It was a very important move for him.
He's bridging, he's framing, but he's collapsing back down to flat on his shoulders every time as he takes some ground, and unfortunately the pressure is so heavy he has to give it back. Well, Bessa looking to step over the top now.
He's got that Bravo grip again. It's a strong position. He can keep the hips smashed down and keep that top knee down. Very nice transition up to the mount.
Up to mount. Technical mount now for Bessa. Is he going to get the arm lock here, looking for the S mount? Well, he's going to sit back for the arm lock here.
Very nice transition, really excellent control.
Yeah, this is a bad position for Debiec.
Yeah, the only thing that's really preventing this now, it looks like the collar grip with Debiec's left hand. Pedro can separate that away, he's going to be in a powerful position.
Yeah, he's controlling the foot to stop any kind of explosive hitchhiking escape from Debiec. He looks to kick free with the other leg, and Debiec has, well, he's reinforcing his grip with the lapel there. It's free, and he gets the tap. Pedro Bessa with a clinical pass, smash, submit performance.
Yeah, very nice transition into the S-mount and an excellent finish. You know, just using his legs to separate out the hands. Break that grip.
It's just tight. Everything was tight. Yeah, I mean, he unfortunately was never really in it once the initial sweep happened. Bessa really just showing that experience, that old school jiu-jitsu, and really asserting his will as we take a look at some of the replays here.
That's it, it was nothing fancy, was it, Tom? It was just old school jiu-jitsu,
yeah.
Methodical, dominant position.
Yeah, very, very simple jiu-jitsu, but done at a very high level and great pressures throughout. Here you can just see the finish for the armbar. He just used his feet just to separate, stepping on that far bicep, and then stretching the other arm out. Yeah, very, very nice finish here by Pedro. Really dominant performance throughout.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner via armbar submission, Pedro Bessa.
Congratulations. I'm here with our winner, Pedro Bessa. Pedro, give us your thoughts on that fight, because it looked like from the very start you knew exactly what you wanted to do, and you dominated from the beginning.
Yeah, I've been training a lot of takedowns, so I was looking to get a takedown, but at the last minute I changed. I pulled guard, and I'm quite confident with my guard as well. But then I was able to come up with the leg and take him down. And yeah, thank God, all went to plan.
So last time you fought on Polaris, it didn't go your way. How does it feel to come back this evening and put on what is a clinical winning performance?
Yeah, it's great to come back and do the win. Last time I wasn't happy with my performance. I was coming back from an injury and all that, so I wasn't in a good shape. And now this time I was able to do a proper training camp. And yeah, I was well, I'm very happy to get a win.
You've got a couple of great schools around this country. Are all your students going to be watching you back in the gyms?
I hope so. They better be.
Pedro, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you again. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Pedro Bessa! We are moving on to the main event of this undercard. Miha Perhavec, perfect on Polaris at 2-0, is taking on Jamie Scott, the head coach of 10th Planet London. Scott, much more the senior in this one, but don't let him fool you. Both these guys can really throw down on the mat.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is a no-gi matchup at 85 kilos. Introducing first, weighing in at 83.8 kilos, from Slovenia, representing East Coast Jiu-Jitsu Academy, please welcome Miha Perhavec.
Miha Perkovic, originally from Slovenia, now making his home in Ireland, making his way to the mat. He represents East Coast Jiu-Jitsu, but does also do a bit of cross-training over with the Danaher Death Squad at Henzo Gracie Academy. 2-0 on Polaris so far, both wins coming by heel hook. Of course, he took out Yanis Rizkins at Polaris 4, and then the highly touted River Dillon at Polaris 5 with what was probably one of the most savage leg lock submissions we've ever seen on Polaris. Caused quite a long medical delay, Matt side, as River Dillon received some treatment and a stretcher to the hospital. So I'm sure he'll be looking for a similar performance tonight.
His opponent weighs in at 83.2 kilos, representing right here in London, from 10th Planet London, please welcome Jamie Scott.
Well, Jamie Scott is definitely going to be bringing the hometown fan base with him. His gym is probably about a mile and a half away from here, right on the banks of the River Thames. It is, of course, 10th Planet London. Jamie, having competed here on Polaris before, he put up a good match with Thomas Simola at Polaris 5. Lost a decision during that one. Had some good positions towards the end, but wasn't able to capitalize. We know the leg lock entanglements are a big part of his game as well. So if we see them here, it's going to be a very interesting technical battle between these two.
Guys, try and keep it in the middle. When I say stop, you stop. Clear?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, on the undercard performances so far, Miha Perhavec, you can see on the left-hand side of your screen in the blue and black, has been outstanding. Jamie Scott in the black and grey, immediately Imanari roll from Perhavec, and yeah, you can see he's got a very stone-cold look on his face here. Strong overhook. Scott looking to pull into a half guard. Jamie Scott does like to work from that half guard position a lot. So Perhavec keeping his legs back, looking for the Kimura trap as he rolls, and Scott manages to tie him up for a moment. Oh, Perhavec looking to invert. Yeah, both these guys looking for the same thing, and Perhavec's managed to establish a much stronger position in half guard now. The end result of that scramble was killing the knee shield, but he gives up that head and arm control.
Yeah, this is one of those matches you feel you don't want to blink and you might miss something.
Yeah, both these guys are going to be looking for the leg entries, and Jamie Scott with a chin strap there. Perhavec strips easily enough. So he's looking to keep that leg away. And Jamie Scott again threatening the neck. I think what's most interesting is looking at the passing style of someone who has a lot of experience with the leg entries and knows how to avoid them. So Jamie Scott looking to get in here. Perhavec has freed the knee bar for Scott, possibly.
Yeah, it was a good entry from Jamie, tight in position.
Yeah, and Perhavec's going fishing himself here. So that right leg is trying to fish all the way over the outside for that inside position. Jamie Scott's got to stop that right leg of Perhavec's fishing all the way through.
Perkovic's just setting up that inside control. Jamie recognized it and managed to escape it. It was very nice.
Yeah, this is interesting. Perhavec, well, now he settles into this guard position. He was being a bit elusive on the outside to begin with. Through the first 2.5 minutes, an easy pass for Perhavec. Good little shift of the hips.
Yeah, very nice knee slide.
Oh, and he's going to use the attempted guard recovery. Oh, again, yeah, looking for that rolling Kimura. And he's got it.
Yeah, he's locked those hands together now and separated it away from the leg.
Now let's see what he's going to do to control the body of Jamie Scott. Jamie Scott's defended by stretching his arms straight, which is the good initial defense. See if Perhavec can switch this over to the straight arm from here. Yeah, I mean, Scott is the slightly taller of the two fighters here. And Perhavec opting to give up the position. Referee Oliver Geddes is going to reset them in the middle.
Jamie's going very nicely straight into that leg and then tying up the opposite side as well.
Yeah, he wasn't going to play around in close guard there, was he? Toe hold for Miha Perhavec. Jamie Scott looked worried for a second, but again he goes to snap down into that guillotine. Oh, what a leg attack, but what a quick knee bar from Miha Perhavec. Wow, using a leg drag into a knee bar.
Very nice knee bar.
I need to see that drag setup again.
Yeah, I'd love to see that little set.
Yeah, I mean, the speed with which he applied that when he hit that entry was incredible. And, you know, honestly, tough to see from our position match side exactly how that came about.
Yeah.
I think I'll go ask him.
Yeah, it was a very nice setup. It just looked like he picked the hip up. Hopefully we'll see it again. Yeah, he just lifts the hip and it just steps over very, very tight straight away. Yeah, so there we go again. Just lifts the hip, steps over, crosses those feet, and then applies the pressure. Beautiful. Yep. Very tight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner due to knee bar submission, Miha Perhavec.
I'm here with our winner, Miha Perhavec. Miha, I've got to ask you first of all, how many times have you drilled that? Because that was as clean as it gets.
0, to be honest. I just jump on legs and people tap. You, by the way, you're my Joe Rogan. I really love talking to you after fights.
Well, you've done it several times now. That is your third leg lock submission here on Polaris. You've got to be thinking that there's some big names coming your way soon.
I sure hope so. Like, I want to be on the main card next time, obviously.
I'm sure we can look at making that happen, guys. Look, you're taking on 10th Planet guy Jamie Scott, who you know is very tough. What did you have to prepare for going into this one, or was it just all about your game?
I want to share something with everyone that I learned on my recent trip around the world. It's not flat, for sure. So I didn't do anything special to prepare, to be honest. I didn't want to get stuck in something silly like rubber guard or something like that, but I just did my stuff, focused on myself. And Jamie's a really tough opponent. He was physically really strong, so it took me a while to finish, but I knew that it was going to happen.
It's another fantastic leg lock, and it's got to be an early contender for submission of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Miha Perhavec.